Our planet, Earth, is a world of breathtaking wonder, a tapestry woven with landscapes so diverse and astonishing they often defy our imagination. From the deepest oceans to the highest peaks, nature has sculpted masterpieces of light, color, and form. In every corner of our world, there are places where the line between reality and dream seems to blur, where the familiar rules of geography and physics appear to bend, creating scenes of almost supernatural beauty. These are the corners of our world that remind us of its immense and often hidden power. Today, I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey, a grand tour of the planet's most surreal and otherworldly destinations. We will venture to places that look as though they belong on another planet, from fiery craters that burn eternally in the desert night to vast salt flats that transform into the world's largest mirror. Each location is a testament to the Earth's incredible capacity for creation, a story written in stone, water, and light, waiting to be read. To truly appreciate the profound majesty of these locations, we must allow ourselves to be fully immersed. This will be a longer exploration, giving us the time to linger, to observe, and to absorb the unique atmosphere of each place. So, find a comfortable spot and prepare to be transported. Our journey to the unbelievable begins now, as we explore 10 of the most surreal places on Earth, places that will surely change the way you see our home. Our first destination takes us high into the Andes of southwest Bolivia, to a place where the boundary between heaven and earth simply dissolves. This is Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat in the world. For much of the year, it is a vast, blindingly white expanse of salt crust, stretching out to the horizon in a geometric pattern of interlocking polygons. It is a harsh, arid, and seemingly lifeless environment, a desert of salt under an immense sky. It is beautiful in its darkness, but its true magic is revealed only under specific conditions. When the rains arrive, a thin layer of water covers the entire surface of the salt flat. The transformation is absolute and profoundly beautiful. The water, sitting perfectly still atop the incredibly flat salt crust, creates a flawless reflection of the sky above. The horizon vanishes, and one is left standing in the middle of an infinite ethereal space. Clouds drift by both above and below your feet. The mountains on the distant shore appear to float in a sea of blue and white. It is an illusion, of course, but an illusion so perfect it feels like a glimpse into another dimension. To stand here during the day is to be suspended between two skies, a tiny figure in a landscape of impossible scale and serenity. The sheer perfection of the reflection is disorienting and deeply moving. Every detail of the sky, every wisp of cloud, every shade of blue is duplicated with crystalline clarity. It is a canvas of unimaginable size, painted anew with every passing moment. The world is turned upside down, and you are walking on clouds, a visitor in a realm of pure light and space. And when night falls, the spectacle becomes even more sublime. The star-filled Andean sky, free from the light pollution of cities, is mirrored in its entirety. The Milky Way, a river of diamond dust, flows across the heavens and across the ground beneath you. It feels as though you are floating in the very heart of the cosmos, adrift in a galaxy of stars. Here, in the world's largest mirror, one feels an overwhelming connection to the universe, a profound sense of peace and wonder that is truly unforgettable. We travel now to the American Southwest, to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, where a hidden world of sculpted stone awaits. From the surface, there is little to suggest the marvel that lies just beneath the desert floor. A simple crack in the rock is the only entrance to Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon carved not by a great river, but by the patient, persistent power of flash floods. Over countless millennia, rushing water and abrasive sand have sculpted the sandstone into a masterpiece of flowing organic forms. Descending into the canyon is like entering a natural cathedral. The walls are not straight and angular, but smooth, curving and wave-like, as if the rock itself were still liquid. They twist and turn, creating narrow passages and soaring chambers that feel both intimate and grand. The colors of the sandstone are a rich palette of reds, oranges, and purples, shifting in hue as you move deeper into the earth. The air is still and cool, a stark contrast to the desert heat above. It is a place of quiet reverence, a sanctuary shaped by the forces of nature. The true spectacle of Antelope Canyon, however, is its interplay with light. For a few precious hours around the midday, when the sun is directly overhead, beams of sunlight pierce through the narrow openings above. They descend into the darkness like spotlights from heaven, illuminating the swirling dust in the air and creating shafts of pure ethereal light. These light beams move across the canyon floor as the sun traverses the sky, highlighting the curves and textures of the rock and transforming the space into a scene of mystical beauty. Photographers and visitors from around the world come to witness this daily performance. The light brings the canyon to life, painting the walls with a warm golden glow and creating an atmosphere that is truly magical. It is a reminder that even in the most hidden places, light finds a way to enter, revealing beauty that would otherwise remain unseen. Antelope Canyon is more than just a geological wonder. It is a testament to the artistry of water, wind, and time, and a place where light itself becomes the main attraction. Our journey now takes us to the Hunan province of China, to a landscape that seems to have been lifted directly from a fantasy epic. This is Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, a place of towering sandstone pillars that defy gravity and inspire awe. These are not mountains in the traditional sense, but thousands of slender quartz sandstone spires, some rising over 1,000 feet into the air. They are the result of millions of years of erosion, as water and ice have carved away the surrounding rock, leaving these resilient pillars standing in silent testament to the passage of time. The park is a vertical world, a forest that grows not just on the ground but up the sheer faces of these incredible formations. Hardy trees and lush vegetation cling precariously to the rock, creating hanging gardens that soften the stone's stark grandeur. When the clouds and mists roll in, as they so often do, the bases of the pillars are obscured, creating a breathtaking illusion. The peaks appear to float untethered in the sky, suspended between heaven and earth. It is an image of such surreal beauty that it famously inspired the floating Hallelujah Mountains in the film Avatar. Exploring Zhangjiajie is an experience in shifting perspectives. One can walk along the canyon floors, craning one's neck to gaze up at the colossal pillars that dominate the sky, or one can take the Bailong Elevator, a towering glass lift built into the side of a cliff, to ascend to the top. From these heights, the view is utterly spectacular. You are on level with the floating peaks, looking out across a sea of stone spires that stretch as far as the eye can see. The scale is immense, humbling, and profoundly beautiful. This landscape is a living scroll painting, constantly changing with the light and weather. A sunny day reveals the staggering detail and scale of the formations, while a misty morning transforms the park into a mysterious, dreamlike realm. Zhangjiajie is a powerful reminder of the slow, inexorable forces that shape our world. It is a place where the Earth's geological history is written in towering script, creating a landscape that is both ancient and, to our eyes, utterly out of this world. We now venture far from the continents, to a remote island in the Indian Ocean that has been described as the most alien-looking place on Earth. This is Socotra, part of an archipelago belonging to Yemen. Its long isolation from mainland Africa and Arabia, combined with its harsh climate of intense heat and drought, has resulted in a unique evolutionary path. Here, nature has conducted a remarkable experiment, producing a collection of flora and fauna so strange and wonderful that a third of it can be found nowhere else on the planet. The most iconic inhabitant of this strange land is the dragon's blood tree. With its dense upturned canopy shaped like a giant umbrella, it is a marvel of adaptation, designed to capture moisture from the mists and provide shade to its seedlings. When its bark is cut, it exudes a deep red resin, known for centuries as dragon's blood, which gives the tree its name. To stand in a forest of these ancient otherworldly trees is to feel as if you have been transported to a prehistoric world or another planet entirely. But the wonders of Socotra do not end there. There is the bizarre bottle tree, with its swollen bulbous trunk that stores water, topped by a sparse crown of delicate pink flowers. There are unique species of frankincense trees and giant succulent plants that cling to the limestone plateaus. The landscape itself is a dramatic mix of pristine white sand beaches, soaring limestone cliffs riddled with caves, and rugged inland mountains. It is a place of stark contrasts and startling beauty, a lost world that time seems to have forgotten. Socotra is a living museum of natural history, a precious jewel of biodiversity. Its isolation has been its shield, preserving its unique ecosystem for millennia. But it is also incredibly fragile. The island and its extraordinary life forms are a stark reminder of the weird and wonderful paths evolution can take, and of the profound importance of protecting these unique pockets of life. To visit Socotra is to witness a world apart, a truly surreal landscape that challenges our very definition of what is earthly. In the heart of the vast Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan, a truly infernal spectacle has been burning for half a century, known as the Darvaza Gas Crater, but more evocatively as the door to hell. This is a fiery pit, nearly 70 meters wide, that glows with an unrelenting, ferocious heat. It is not a natural volcano, but a man-made anomaly, a stark and mesmerizing monument to an industrial accident that has taken on a life of its own. The story begins in 1971, when Soviet geologists, prospecting for natural gas, began drilling at this site. The ground beneath their rig, a cavern filled with natural gas, collapsed, swallowing the equipment and creating a large crater. Fearing the release of poisonous methane gas into the surrounding area, the scientists made a fateful decision to light the crater on fire. They believed the gas would burn off within a few weeks. They were spectacularly wrong. Decades later, the fire still rages. The vast reserves of natural gas that lie beneath the desert continue to fuel the inferno day and night, year after year. During the day, the waves of heat shimmering above the crater are a testament to its power. But it is after sunset that the door to hell reveals its true, terrifying majesty. The crater casts an intense orange glow that can be seen from miles away, a solitary beacon of fire in the immense darkness of the desert. Standing at the edge of the crater is a multisensory experience. The roar of the flames is a constant, powerful hum, and the heat is so intense it forces you to keep a respectful distance. Thousands of individual flames dance across the crater floor, licking at the crumbling earth. It is a scene of raw, elemental power, both frightening and hypnotic. This accidental, perpetual fire is a surreal and humbling sight. A gaping wound in the earth that burns with an almost mythical intensity. A gateway to an underworld imagined, but here, made real. Our journey takes us back to the Andes, to the Vinicunca region of Peru, to witness a geological wonder that appears to have been painted by a giant's hand. These are the Rainbow Mountains, or Montana de Siete Colores. For centuries, this incredible landscape was hidden from the world, covered by a thick layer of snow and ice. But as climate change has led to the melting of the glaciers, this vibrant, multicolored spectacle has been revealed to an astonished world. The sight is truly extraordinary. The mountain slopes are striped with layers of vivid color, ranging from deep maroon and lavender to vibrant turquoise and brilliant gold. It looks completely artificial, as if someone has poured giant ribbons of paint down the mountainside. But this is an entirely natural phenomenon. The colors are the result of different mineral deposits that have been exposed and oxidized over millions of years. The red is from iron oxide rust, the yellow from iron sulfide, the turquoise from chlorite, and so on. Each stripe is a different chapter in the mountain's geological story. To reach the main viewpoint is a journey in itself, a high-altitude trek that takes you through stunning Andean valleys, past herds of grazing alpacas and llamas, with the snow-capped peak of Ausengate Mountain looming in the distance. The altitude makes the trek challenging, but the reward is one of the most surreal and beautiful vistas on the planet. The air is thin and crisp, and the colors of the mountains seem impossibly bright against the deep blue of the high-altitude sky. Standing before the Rainbow Mountains is a humbling experience. It is a powerful illustration of the hidden beauty that lies within the earth itself. This is the planet's own palette, a masterpiece of mineralogy and erosion. For a landscape of such breathtaking and unusual beauty to have remained hidden for so long only adds to its mystique. It is a reminder that even in the 21st century our planet still holds secrets, still has the capacity to surprise and to overwhelm us with its incredible, colorful artistry. We return to the United States, to a private ranch in the Black Rock Desert of Nevada, to find one of the most bizarre and beautiful geothermal features in the world. This is Fly Geyser. Unlike the famous geysers of Yellowstone, which are entirely natural, Fly Geyser is a curious and beautiful accident, a collaboration between human error and the Earth's inner heat. It is a living, growing sculpture, constantly changing its shape and color. Its story began in 1964. A geothermal power company, drilling a test well, hit a pocket of water heated to over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The well was judged unsuitable and was supposedly sealed, but the seal failed. Scalding water shot out from the ground, and over the decades, a remarkable transformation occurred. Minerals in the hot water, particularly calcium carbonate, began to deposit around the opening, slowly building a cone-like mound. The process is similar to how a stalagmite forms in a cave, but here it is happening in the open air and at a much faster rate. Today, Fly Geyser is a complex of 3 main cones, standing about 5 feet tall and still growing. It continuously spouts jets of hot water into the air, which cascade down into a series of terrace pools. What makes it so visually stunning are the brilliant colors that adorn its surface. These vibrant reds, greens and oranges are not from the minerals themselves, but from thermophilic algae, microscopic organisms that thrive in the hot mineral-rich water. Different species of algae flourish at different temperatures, creating the geyser's incredible multicolored coat. Fly Geyser is a testament to nature's ability to turn a human mistake into a thing of unique and surreal beauty. It is a dynamic, evolving piece of natural art. Because it is on private land, it has remained largely protected from the public, adding to its mystique. It serves as a strange and wonderful example of how geological forces and microscopic life can work together to create something truly unexpected and breathtakingly beautiful, a colorful steaming anomaly in the middle of the arid Nevada desert. Our journey now takes us underground to the North Island of New Zealand, into a world of darkness illuminated by a living constellation of stars. The Waitomo Glowworm caves are a labyrinth of limestone passages sculpted by underground rivers over thousands of years. By day, they are impressive geological formations with stalactites and stalagmites creating a classic cave environment. But when the lights are turned off and your eyes adjust to the profound darkness, an absolutely magical spectacle is revealed. The ceilings and walls of the caves begin to glow, lit by thousands upon thousands of tiny points of blue-green light. It is as if the Milky Way has been brought down from the heavens and scattered throughout this subterranean world. This celestial display is not caused by minerals or magic, but by a tiny remarkable creature, the glowworm, Arachnocampa luminosa. This is the larval stage of a type of fungus gnat unique to New Zealand, which uses bioluminescence to attract its prey. To experience the full wonder of the caves, one takes a small boat and glides silently along the underground river. In the complete quiet, broken only by the gentle lapping of water against the hull, you drift beneath this canopy of living light. The glowworms lower sticky silk-like threads, sometimes dozens of them, to ensnare small insects drawn to their glow. The lights are their hunting tools, but for us, they create an atmosphere of pure enchantment, a serene and dreamlike journey through a starry night that exists deep within the earth. This fragile ecosystem is a marvel of adaptation. The glowworms have turned the absolute darkness of their environment to their advantage, creating their own light to survive. The experience is profoundly peaceful and utterly surreal. It connects you to the intricate and often hidden wonders of the biological world. To float through the Waitomo caves is to witness one of nature's most delicate and beautiful light shows, a silent, glittering galaxy in the heart of a mountain. We travel now to the Aegean region of southwestern Turkey, to a hillside that appears to be covered in snow or fields of cotton, even under the heat of the summer sun. This is Pamukale, which translates literally to cotton castle. This otherworldly landscape is not made of snow or cotton, but of travertine, a form of limestone deposited by mineral-rich thermal waters. For millennia, hot calcium-laden water has flowed from springs down the mountainside, cooling and depositing its minerals to create a series of brilliant white terraces. The result is a stunning cascade of terraced pools, with petrified white waterfalls seemingly frozen in mid-flow. The travertine forms basins of shimmering turquoise water, each one spilling over into the next, creating a natural spa of breathtaking beauty. The contrast between the brilliant white of the mineral deposits and the vivid blue of the water is simply spectacular. Walking on these terraces, in bare feet, to protect the delicate formations, is a unique sensory experience, the warm water flowing over your feet as you tread on the textured chalky surface. At the top of this white mountain lie the ruins of the ancient Greco-Roman city of Hierapolis, the holy city. For thousands of years, people have been drawn to this site, not just for its beauty but for the purported healing properties of its thermal waters. They built a great spa city here, and one can still swim among ancient Roman columns that have toppled into the main thermal pool, a direct connection to a history that revered this natural wonder. It is a place where natural beauty and human history are inextricably linked. Pamukkale is a landscape in constant creation. As long as the thermal waters continue to flow, the white terraces will continue to grow and change, a slow, patient process of natural construction. It is a surreal and serene place, a castle of cotton built by water that looks as though it belongs in a fairy tale. the Cotton Castle is a dazzling testament to the transformative power of water and minerals, creating a landscape of pure, brilliant white that feels both ancient and eternally new. For our final destination, we journey to the Indian Ocean, to the island nation of Mauritius. Off the southwestern tip of the island, near the dramatic peak of Le Morne-Brabant, lies a spectacle that seems to defy the laws of physics, a massive waterfall cascading into the depths of the ocean. From the air, it is a truly mind-bending sight. It appears as though the entire ocean is draining away into a vast underwater abyss. But this incredible phenomenon is in fact a spectacular optical illusion. The waterfall is not waterfalling at all. The island of Mauritius sits on a relatively shallow ocean shelf. At this particular point, the shelf ends abruptly, plunging down to the much deeper ocean floor. What we are seeing is not water falling, but sand and silt from the island's beaches being perpetually driven off the edge of the shelf by powerful underwater currents. The different shades of blue, from the turquoise of the shallow lagoon to the deep navy of the abyss, combined with the movement of the white sand, create the powerful and convincing illusion of a waterfall beneath the waves. This phenomenon is best and really only viewed from above. Helicopter tours provide the most dramatic perspective, allowing you to see the full scale and grandeur of this natural trompe-l'oeil. As you circle above, the illusion is perfect. You can see the white water of the sand tumbling over the precipice and disappearing into the dark blue depths. It is a unique and powerful visual trick, played by the topography of the ocean floor and the clarity of the tropical water. This underwater waterfall is a perfect final example of our planet's surreal beauty. It is a reminder that some of Earth's greatest wonders are illusions, tricks of light, perspective, and geology that challenge our senses and ignite our imagination. It shows that even a place as familiar as the ocean still holds profound mysteries and can present us with sights that are utterly unbelievable. It is a fitting end to our journey, a spectacle of impossible beauty that exists only in the interplay between land, sea, and our own perception. We have journeyed across the globe, from the mirrored heavens of Bolivia to the oceanic illusion of Mauritius, witnessing 10 of the most surreal and awe-inspiring places our planet has to offer. Each location, with its unique story and otherworldly beauty, serves as a powerful reminder of the boundless creativity of nature. These are not just destinations, they are experiences that can shift our perspective, deepen our appreciation for the earth, and inspire a lifelong sense of wonder. I hope this journey has ignited a spark in you to see these places for yourself, to add them to your own travel bucket list and one day stand in their magnificent presence. The world is filled with such marvels, some famous, others still hidden. Each of the places we visited today has its own unique magic. Which one captured your imagination the most? Was it the fiery crater in the desert, the subterranean galaxy of glowworms, or the mountains painted with a rainbow palette? I would be delighted to read your thoughts, so please share which destination amazed you the most in the comments below. Your stories and dreams of travel are a wonderful way for us all to continue the journey together. Thank you for joining me on this extended exploration of our planet's surreal beauty. If you feel inspired and wish to discover more of the world's most incredible wonders, please consider subscribing to the channel. There are always more stories to tell, more journeys to embark on, and more beauty to uncover. Until our next adventure, may you continue to seek out the wonder that is all around us, in every corner of our magnificent home.